Recently, Iran announced, allow foreign buyers in some transactions to use cryptocurrency as a payment method to settle related military and defense products. This statement quickly attracted international attention, and the relationship between sanctions and financial system, relationship between sanctions and crypto assets. From the background, Iran has long been subject to the United States and financial sanctions from the US and its allies. Traditional cross-border payment channels are strictly restricted. The dollar-based banking settlement system and the international clearing network pose high thresholds for Iran. In such an environment, Iran has been trying to find alternative trade and settlement methods, and cryptocurrency is regarded as a tool to bypass the traditional financial system. The logic of Iran is not complicated. Cryptocurrencies are decentralized, cross-border circulation, and independence from the traditional banking system. To some extent, it can reduce the risk of transactions being tracked and frozen. In this way, Iran hopes to provide more flexibility for foreign trade, especially in areas heavily affected by sanctions. However, this approach has also raised multiple controversies. First, from an international perspective, allowing the use of cryptocurrencies for military-related transactions may weaken the binding force of the existing sanction system. Some countries are worried that this payment method, if adopted by more sanctioned countries, may challenge the current international financial order, pose a challenge. Secondly, at the level of cryptocurrency itself, there are obvious risks in such transactions, with large price fluctuations, inconsistent regulation, and strong anonymity, which makes transaction transparency and accountability questioned. For both buyers and sellers, is not a stable and long-term solution, but more like a stopgap measure in special circumstances. From a broader perspective, Iran's move also reflects a trend. Under sanctions and geopolitical pressure, some countries are trying to de-dollarize or the traditional financial system, whether it is a bilateral trade mechanism in local currency or the exploration of cryptocurrency, are essentially seeking alternatives. The international community's reaction to this news is still ongoing. On the one hand, relevant countries emphasize that they will continue to strengthen the implementation of sanctions and financial flows. On the other hand, some analysts believe that this shows that sanctions tools in the long term face new adaptations and gains in long-term use. Overall, Iran's expansion of cryptocurrency payment scope is not just a technological or payment method adjustment, but also in the context of sanctions, a microcosm of the interaction between finance and geopolitics. Whether this model will be replicated in the future, and whether it will be more strictly restricted, remains to be seen. It will also continue to affect the international financial and security landscape.